Good morning, students. Today our class is English and we will study a new chapter, Unit 2, the tsunami. This is a very beautiful story in a real life. So the story in your textbook is in 3 parts and I have made this story into 3 parts but in a short form that you can understand easily. Now open your book and read and listen to me. Part 1. Tsunami refers to a very large and powerful wave in the sea. It is caused by some earthquake under the sea. One such calamity hit several countries on December 26, 2004. The worst affected parts were coastal parts of India, the Andaman and Nicobar Islands and Thailand. Some 150,000 people lost their lives, but animals suffered very few casualties. Perhaps they had sensed the coming earthquake and they ran to safer high places. These lessons recounts a few stories of bravery and intelligence when the tsunami hit the Andamans. The first story is about Ignatius, the manager of a cooperative society in Kachal. He was woken up by his wife at 6 a.m. The family rushed out of the house. When the earth stopped shaking, the sea started rising. The wave washed away his 2 children and in-laws, but the 3 other children were saved because they were with him. Sanjeev was a policeman. He managed to save himself, his wife and daughter from the waves, but soon he heard cries for help from the wife of John, the guest house cook. He jumped into the water to rescue her, but both were washed away. 13 years old Meghna was carried away along with her parents and 77 other people. She held on to a wooden door for 2 days. 11 times the relief helicopter flew over it, but they could not spot her. However, she was brought to the shore at last by a wave. Almas Javed was a 10-year-old student of a convent school in Port Blair. Her family had gone to another island to celebrate Christmas. Alma's father saw the sea waves receding in the morning. They understood that the waves would come back with force. He tried to take his family to a safer place, but her father and grandfather were swept away by a giant wave. Her mother and aunt were washed away. Almas climbed onto a log of wood. She later found herself in a hospital. These are the short incidents that I mentioned here in this part 1. Now we will go for part 2. There is also a story from Thailand. The Smith family was celebrating Christmas at a beach resort. The parents had two daughters. The water kept coming on 26 December 2004. But little Tilly Smith sensed the danger ahead. She recalled the geography lesson that tsunami could be caused by earthquake, volcanoes and landslides. She called her family to get out of the beach. Her parents went up to the 3rd floor of the hotel and survived. Thus her geography lesson saved their lives. Now the part 3 is very important and very interesting also. While humans lost their lives, wild and domestic animals sensed the danger in time. Elephants ran for higher ground and the dogs, birds and zoo animals looked for safer places. Perhaps animal possess a sixth sense. They feel the tremor long before humans realize it. So not many animals were reported dead. At Yala National Park in Sri Lanka, no dead bodies of animals were found while 60 visitors were washed away. I think you can understand this lesson when you read your textbook. It is written elaborately and you can understand very carefully. You can understand easily. If you not understood, then you can call me or send a message that I can help you in any way. Okay, this much I will give some workbook work to you that you can solve easily. Thank you very much. See you in next class.